wrong with the Force. You are a young Padawan.
What is up, everybody? We're back. Oh, yeah. Time for some breakdown dance moves, y'all. We're here. Finally, we get to sit down and have a breakdown session. And, you know, it's not with the whole Scavolitano crew, but it's with one special creature of the Scavolitano crew. Aww. Yes, I called him a creature. Old man, domtober Fetter. Here's the...
I can honestly say one thing. It's a warm welcome for the return of
Clone Force 99.
Wow.
But welcome back to the Scavolitano Show, guys. Be sure to subscribe down below to the YouTube channel, the Scavolitano Show, for more fun unboxings, reactions, breakdowns, sexes, awesomes, omega-ness, ahsoka-ness, and grogu-ness, and anakin-ness, and all that fun Star Wars jazziness. Yeah! But yes, guys, we watched Bad Batch episode 1 and 2. They were very fast-paced, very upbeat. It was a two-part episode. We met nice clone commander, Captain Wilco, which they started with the when they're a cardinal, right, in the stormtroopers. Yeah. They wear that Captain Badge of War.
So we met Wilco and we met Wanda Sykes character. That she's a pirate, so we know that. You know, this is. I don't know, man. I like the fact that they go back to the where they go and they're getting paid, Sid and stuff like that. You know, eventually the Empire is going to come by and destroy.
I think that's going to be the finale.
That could be the two-part finale where they're going to be on the run. Because how many seasons do you think this is going?
I say 4. I'll say it could go Clone Wars style, though.
No, it could, but you know what? There's a lot of story because it takes place after Revenge of the Sith, and it's 20 years, and there's a lot of time. There's a lot of time that you could build up, and
they have even with the shows coming out now, there's so much new characters they're just throwing in. So just with this, the first episode, you meet Fee. Wanda Sykes, she's a pirate. We never know she was. We just thought of Hondo. I would need Hondo to show up again because I love Hondo.
And maybe eventually he might. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pirates. Maz Kanata. Maz Kanata's around. She's and basically that whole time. But until then, we're gonna get they're back with new armor. And they're hiding out because they were pronounced dead at the destruction of Camino last season. So, and they look a little different, Amiga has, her hair is different now. His hair is down.
I know, my daughter's looking like me for real now.
And then she wears a helmet like the Leia had in Return of the Jedi.
Yes, she wears that little hat.
The rebel hat, yeah. And she's very good now with her bow. So
she is. She's aiming pretty good.
She is. It's kind of funny. The funny thing is that those crab creatures in the beginning, I thought they were kind of dumb. I really did. But it was fun seeing them come back, and at least we got 2 episodes, which was good.
Yeah, at least we had
start off a little slow in the beginning of the first episode, even though you had them on the island getting the stuff and the planet and getting what they had to get, but it did pick up. It picked up pretty good, And
I loved how, we know after Revenge of the Sith, we know what happened. Not what happens, but we know kind of what happens, and not really, but we do know. But I like how they went back to Sereno. Now, Sereno we never really been on except for Clone Wars, a couple episodes with Count Dooku and
Count Dooku's Castle.
Yeah.
Now, it's funny, the Count Dooku Castle, that's kind of cool how it was to see that the nostalgia to get back there again, which was really cool.
Yes.
And you've seen that he was truly Sith with the seat that the triangle that he had there, the little thing, because Vader's castle has the same little
logo
archway thing. So it's really cool how they went back there. And but Count Dooku, like I said, we went back when you watched Jedi Tales of the Jedi, the stories with Count Dooku. That was really good. I like the stories. You got to feel his pain.
Definitely, and you feel it when Qui-Gon dies. That's how.
That's basically how when he became closer to the dark side.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then then that's why, but I thought it was pretty cool that Sid had him go on the one mission, the last mission, this mission, if they truly want to be free, to get some of the treasures from Count Dooku's castle.
Yeah, and like I really wanted more in depth to that a little. Like I wanted them like to scavenge around, like, oh, what is Count Dooku like hiding?
They could have, but you have to understand these episodes got to go quick, so they can't have.
I know.
So the story is basically.
But in reality, like the clones always wanted to get to Sereno. That's how they were going to finish the Clone War. That's their mission, to Sereno. So they finally got there. And I know you're running from your brothers, your clone people, but like you could have went like scavenging. Like I could have like went like, oh, what was Count Dooku? Like we know he just took all people's jewelry, diamonds from their own town.
You know what's crazy? Yeah, I like the cargo ships because the cargo ships are the same in Rebels.
Yes.
And so that was pretty cool, and it was pretty cool to see that how much stuff that he actually had in his damn in his castle. They would take it out, and Omega saw that that bag of jewels that he wanted to take, but then she realized, like when they went to when they were on the planet, the old guy that came out, that was one of the villagers that lived there, that the stuff was taken from one of the Dooku's people that he took from.
Yeah, like it's bad. It's like he took those from all those people, and he's like a survivor, like he said at the end of the episode. I'm a survivor. I think we'll see more of him maybe throughout the season. I wish we saw some more of these characters.
Do you think he's somebody else?
What do you mean by that?
Meaning that there's something else about him that you'll find out later on?
I think so. I think, like with Rex. Rex is like, now we see what Rex was really doing after the Clone Wars. We see him now, look, he's like a captain. Like he's still fighting the same war that he's fighting in the Clone Wars.
But now he's trying to rally all the clones together. But I mean, do you think we'll see Ahsoka in this?
Eventually, yeah. I think eventually, maybe not this season, maybe in the seasons coming, I think we'll see her. I really think the Bad Batch, like Echo really wants to join Rex. Echo is like Team Rex all the way. Like Rex will give us this, Rex will give us that, Rex will give us this.
I was thinking, and I feel bad. I actually think that I think Omega is going to wind up, when the clones do eventually perish, her and Tech are going to be the last ones left.
You think so?
I think Tech. I know that Echo is going to probably get killed. Hunter would definitely kill, and I think friggin' Wrecker would definitely. He's strong, but he's only strong to a certain point.
Yeah, I really think. I thought actually Tech died this episode when he.
I know he got his legs crushed.
I was like, oh my god.
Nah, I do think that we're gonna have a death of a clone at the end of the season. I think, I don't see them getting out of this season, the whole team.
I really think, I think that too, but I think it's gonna be Crosshair.
Yeah, you think Crosshair is gonna sacrifice himself to help the clones?
I think he still has his chip. I don't think it's burned. Unless he doesn't have his chip, because that explains what we were discussing earlier.
Well, he said he removed it.
Yeah, like we would discuss, like, why didn't Crosshair say to Rampart that the Clone Force 99 is still alive? That's a big question too. Like, he loves them still, but why is he still going after them? What I mean?
I think he's good soldiers follow orders.
Yeah.
And he feels that the clones went to go their own way, did their own thing, and he feels abandoned because the clones did have a mission. And the mission was, as a team. And now they're doing other stuff now because of Omega,
Yes.
and I think he's just feels left out. He doesn't feel like he fits in as the father figure as everybody else fits in. You know what I'm trying to say? But like I said, it could be Crosshairs that's sacrifices himself, but I think that when it's said and done, I think it's going to be Tech. Amiga's going to be alive, because I got a feeling when she gets older, she's going to have her own armor, and each piece of each clone is going to be part of her armor.
Yeah, like each part, like Hunter, Wrecker.
Yeah, she's going to have that, and that's going to be her thing, because those are her brothers, and father figures too. So what's going to happen is when they do perish, I actually think that Omega is not going to go down the path of being a Boba Fettish type of. I think she's going to have a kind heart. She's going to have a kind heart, and she's going to help. She's going to fight for the good.
Yeah, I guess that's why I like her so much, because she's just like Ahsoka. Does she make mistakes? Absolutely. Like she made that mistake in the episode where she went back for the jewels.
Yeah. So I look at the fact that we're going to find out about her this year. More about why she's so special. Do you think she's a Jedi? Do you think she's Force sensitive? No, well, you know what? I think that there's more than just Jango's DNA now.
Yeah.
I think they used something else. It could be Jedi DNA that they mix with it too, and her Force sensibility is being able to mimic everybody's moves. Mm-hmm. So like, let's put it this way: she could be like Taskmaster.
Yeah.
That she's able fighting moves. She's going to have that type of ability, I think. And she just doesn't know it yet because she's young when she gets older. But like, there's a key about her that I think the Emperor wants her eventually, because.
And we see him in one of the previews.
Yeah. And I think that's going to make a 1-2. I think he's going to be like in one episode. Do we see Vader? Maybe we see Vader on a monitor, a screen, like a hologram.
Yeah.
Maybe, but we'll see. But I think these episodes were really good. How they wound up ending, and how it's sad because you see the clones are trying to do their thing, and Rempar is actually an asshole.
I can't. That was like,
he's an asshole. Oh, I'm not going to follow orders. I'm not going to forge things because of you. And
pay the price.
If it's not his way, because if Clone Force wound up surviving, he would get shit from Tarkin. Tarkin would definitely.
Yeah, but in reality, he's still going to get shit from Tarkin, because Crosshair tells Cody in the trailer that's Clone Force 99. So in reality, he just shot a poor clone to death.
Well, I think that Rempar is going to get his this year.
Oh, yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah, because he's not around, so I think he's going to end up dying towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
I think this season we're going to have a couple of tearing moments.
Yeah, I think towards the end of the season, though.
Yeah. Because like I said, I think one or two of the clones, definitely one of the clones, with the exception of Crosshairs, but one of the clones that are with Omega now is definitely going to wind up dying. And if my bets were on Echo.
You really think so?
You know why? Because he really, in a way, he doesn't fit in.
Yeah, I could say that. I could see that.
Because he was
a reg.
Yeah, he worked his way in there, and he was brought in. The other guys were already, because remember, he was a regular clone. He was just tested on, and that's why he's the way he is.
Yeah.
So, but I like the interaction with Tech and Omega.
I know, right?
I like that, and I'm gonna get more of that of what I've heard in the season. So I like that, and you're gonna have more Echo episodes too, which Echo is gonna be more primary, and that's why I think Echo will probably meet his demise towards the end. I don't want anybody to go, but to make the story more compelling and to make people hit people in the gut, I think that's a possibility and the way to go.
They're already hitting us in the gut, really, with Cody coming back. Because Cody, we don't know his story. We know he died in Legends, but now he's flesh and blood now. Now we know what actually happened to Cody at the end of the Revenge of the Sith, because he just executed, yes, and then just shot Obi-Wan from the ceiling.
Almost killed the Obi-Wan. Look, like it's going to be very interesting this season. You're going to find out more clones. They're going to add. There's a whole bunch of clones. We're going to see more clones.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to find out more about a lot of other clones defecting from the Empire, and we're going to see more human aspect of the Empire get together, like the armies of more of the human side of the troopers.
And we're going to see about, even when we saw in the first season of Mando, like Grogu, and that guy had that doctor, I forgot his name. The doctor had
the person
that had the signal.
They're going to be more of the clone. You're going to find out more. So this is more of Omega's type of origin they're going to talk about. But I, like Grogu, I think they're going to push it. They're going to push it. You're not going to know. They're going to give a little, and then with the season 3. Yeah. Yeah.
And I really hope, even though I know this is not the Grogu show, but I really hope we know who rescued him from the temple, because I think that's the.
We're gonna probably find that out more maybe next season of Mando. Mando is coming up. I think we're gonna find out more about that.
I really hope so.
We'll see. But back to Bad Batch. That was sad at the end when Rampart killed
shot him, right? And I said, wait, Dom. I was like. He shot him, right, and he fell. I was like, oh, he's probably alive. It's Star Wars. Maul got his body chopped off. He should be fine.
Also, you see him get shot and fall off the cliff.
Yeah.
Done.
That was sad. He had a nice hairdo, too.
So I actually think what's going to happen is I really think that we're going to get the clones starting to help. Clone Force 99, and Rex is going to round up the troops a little bit here and there. And that's why, I think you might not get Ahsoka. You might get a mention of Ahsoka.
Yeah, you might get a mention of Fulcrum.
Yeah, Fulcrum. Exactly. So, last season, they mentioned Boba Fett. They mentioned him by name, Alpha and Boba Fett, and so you might get a mention of Vader. You might get a mention of, of the Emperor is going to be in full force there, but you'll probably see talking again.
Yeah, but you know what we haven't seen yet? Like, we haven't seen what was I going to say? Like, we haven't seen them, like, the clones figure out, like, Emperor Palpatine was evil already before, like he was like before that, just like with Darth Vader, like no one knew Anakin Skywalker was Darth Vader. I really hope we figure that out. Like someone figures it out.
Well, eventually they will. Eventually, look, let me tell you, you got 19 years between the events of Revenge of the Sith and Bad Batch season 1 and 2. You get 19-year time period up into New Hope. To find out, and then you're gonna find out other stuff with Mando. It takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi, so there's a lot of story to be told. So we'll figure things out. Like I said, as the season goes on, it's going to get better and better, and I can't wait. I can't wait for the other parts to come out to see who shows up. Because, hey, listen, me personally, I love Boba Fett to show up, and maybe he still might. But I would also love Crimson Dawn to show up.
Yeah.
Crimson Dawn, because remember, Maul's out there right now.
I really hope we get in that Wookiee episode. I'm so excited for the Wookiee episode.
That's gonna be cool. You're going back to Cheek, and they're gonna go back, and you're gonna see Trandosians. You're gonna see a whole bunch of stuff, which is pretty cool.
And I'm excited to see Gunji again. I hope the other kids are still alive too. I hope we get a mention of them. See where they're. We know the other guy is the boy with black hair. I forget his name though. We see.
I know what you're talking about. I just can't remember.
We see him. I don't think.
You know what? We're gonna see some. We're gonna see the Force sensitive kids. There's gonna be. You're gonna see that. And like I said, there's a lot of room this season for other surprises too. Will we see Fennec Shen again? Will we see Cad Bane again?
Will we see more bounty hunters that we don't even know?
Maybe you'll see Bosk. Maybe Bosk, and you'll get Bosk, and you'll get friggin' Zuckuss and Forlom.
And Aura Singh.
Maybe a Laura Singh. Maybe get Durnge.
Yeah. You get
I would love
Domtober,
Durnge.
maybe. Domtober's out there still.
Yeah, he's still out there somewhere. Nah, but I really think that we have some surprises. You know, maybe they'll throw something there from the High Republic.
Yeah.
You know, because the High Republic, you know,
Even Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order.
I can't wait for that.
I know. That's gonna be
I
good.
want to know who the guy in the Beta tank was. Somebody from the High Republic. But anyway, and so I look at it this way. I give it these 2 episodes. I give a 7 and an 8.
Oh wow, that's high ranking for Dom.
Yeah, I give the first episode a 7, and I give it 8 because of it's just the death scene that the
that was even unexpected. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah. But I give that because and plus the story. You know, I think it's cool to see Dooku's castle. I think it's really cool that we got to see some other stuff. And like I said, you know, it's funny. I want to actually see where Wanda Sykes' character goes because I don't know if I trust her.
Yeah, I don't think we trust any pirate.
No, any pirate. But hey, look at Sid. You trust Sid? That's the whole thing.
Yeah, but I think Sid. I really think like you're talking about like the Bad Batch dying. I think Sid will go at the end of the season. I think she's gonna go.
You think Wanda Sykes kills her?
Someone's gonna kill her, and it's not gonna be like it's gonna be in front of the Bad Batch too. You know what I mean? Like we're not just gonna have a scene where she just gets shot. The Bad Batch is gonna be there seeing her death. I think.
You sure?
Because I don't think Sid. Because like Sid said in one of the scenes, she was like, "Well, the Empire is gonna come here eventually."
Let me ask you a question now. Do you think we'll see Amiga get kidnapped again this year?
I really hope not. I really think that drags off the story. Unless it's part of the story, something important. Like it leads into like unknown Clone Wars arc. Like the Wookiees. Like if she gets captured, right, and the Wookiees save her, then that's the story right there, because then you get Gunji. And then Gunji with the Wookiees, maybe they will tell him, oh, there's other remaining Jedi out there.
You think we'll get Chewbacca?
Maybe. Maybe we'll see. We're definitely going to see Tarfu. What's his name? Tarfufu?
I think Tarfi. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I can't say the name. Yeah. But we're definitely going to see him. I think we're definitely going to see maybe Chewbacca, because he's on Kashyyyk. Yeah. You know? Yeah. I think we're going to see I really want to see Quinlan Vos. I really want to see what he's up to. Because he survived. We see his in Obi-Wan.
Do you think we're going to see stuff in Bad Batch that's happening and the ramifications in Mando season 3? Like some of the things that are happening. I know it's a long period of time, but there could be things that.
Well, they already said it. The producers, just with like the cloning already. Like you see the outfit already.
The cloning, yeah, but the connecting. Look, like we're gonna find out a lot more. You know who I love to see.
I really think with the Bad Batch, they're gonna explore so much. They're gonna explore what's this cloning process. I really feel like they're gonna go into depth with actually knowing the cloning process.
Do we get a flashback of Jango? That's the Fett we get instead of Boba Fett. We get Jango Fett. She finds out about her father,
and that would be cool animation because we haven't really done him animation.
No.
I would. Hey, that would be good. I'm nodding my head yes to that because I would rather have, like, no offense to you because you love Boba. I would rather have Jango instead of Boba because Jango is like that line first.
Yeah, because he's the one. Line. He's the template of the cloning process. So if they go into depth of the cloning stuff, his name has to come up. He was the template. They use his DNA to make the clones. Because
in reality, the only normal clones that age like us is Omega and Boba.
Yeah.
So like when we see Rex and Gregor and Wolf in Rebels, they're already retired.
They're old.
They're done. Then Rex fights again. We see him in Return of the Jedi with Princess Leia's stuff. but we don't know what happens after that. We see the Ahsoka series as Captain Rex going to show up, or he's deceased, or what happens to Rex.
Because she didn't mention anything when she showed up in Mando,
Yeah,
or with Luke. So it's gonna be interesting. You know, I'm really looking forward to the future of Star Wars. You know, people might say, "Oh, they're overdoing it with all these shows and stuff like that," but if they make shows with different depth, different experiences, different aliens, different like characters, supporting characters, and also like that, I can go along with it. Like, I would love to see what's his name from Jedi Fallen Order?
yeah, Cal Kestis animated.
It show up. No, not even an animated. Show up in freaking goddamn the Ahsoka series.
But yeah, but I think, not getting off track with the live action shows, but I think if you do too much in live action, you're doing too much. Like, if you're only going to have, just like the Book of Boba, in reality, it was the Book of Mando for the half of the season. So, in reality, I would love another.
And you know what? And we really got a slap in the face. The Boba Fett fans got a slap in the face of the way things transpired in the show. But like I said, the show had a lot of cool elements to it. But I hope there's a Book of Boba too, which
they haven't announced yet.
You got to look at it this way. There's a lot of story. You can either have the Mace Windu story, or you can have the Hunt for Omega. Because obviously, because they didn't mention anything about Omega in the Book of Boba Fett.
Nope, they didn't mention. Even in Mando, you really don't get a mention of her yet.
Nope,
you don't. No one knows.
Maybe this season you might get some. Maybe there might be a mention.
Yeah, but I think with Omega, I think they're gonna go with this Ahsoka series coming up. They're going to focus more on Ezra and Sabine.
I know we're not gonna see. Look, let me tell you something. We're not going to see Omega in live action, older Omega, for years.
Yeah. We're not going to, I don't think we're going to get her because in reality, I don't think that's their focus right now, is getting her live action. Because in reality, I think I've said this before on the breakdowns, who in the name's God? I know you're going to say Millie Bobby Brown, which I think that's a perfect choice for Omega. But you're going to pay Millie Bobby Brown millions of dollars to play Omega for one scene, that you could pay Michelle Ang, which I love, less money than that, to do the voice of Omega for season. And who's going to play the Bad Batch? Tamir Morrison, he's up there. He looks great for his age. But you think he's going to play a big-ass Wrecker and Hunter? He could pull Hunter off. He could pull Echo off. He could pull Tech off. But you're not going to pull Wrecker off. Crosshair.
But the fact is that with the technology today and the freaking the freaking where they can do the face scanning, anything's possible.
Of course.
And it's gonna, as the years go on, it's gonna get better and better.
Oh yeah. But I think even what they did for Obi-Wan with Hayden Christensen, they really did not a good job doing that with Hayden. He's so
no, they didn't do it on Hayden because they didn't do it.
Well, they should have because they
should have. But they didn't. They let it go because they said he still looks good.
Well, he does. He does look great. Don't get me wrong.
They did look. They did it to Mark Hamill, and if they do it to Princess Leia, she's going to show up eventually, and Han Solo is going to show up eventually. So we'll see. But anyway, like I said, Bad Batch 7, 8. I give for the 2 episodes, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
Me too. I think that's what I could say too. I think there's so much story that is going to go on this season. It's going to go these episodes, even D. Bradley Baker says it. He said it in an interview. He was like, well, you start on the beach and then you just go downhill from there. It's just craziness.
Well, they did say it's going to get dark. In the middle of the season, it's going to get dark, they said. So
I'm always ready for darkness. Always. I'm the Jedi, but I always want more story.
Listen, I always like the dark side anyway. So,
but I think one thing we can agree on, Don, before we do our predictions for the one prediction that we always do to what's down the line for the season. I really, not because it's on my mind, but it's just in the world. Where the hell's Mace Windu? we're like in reality, like we're Nave's God. Like we went to Sereno, you know, he's not there. You know, we went on this other planet, he ain't there. You know,
Well, look, you know,
where is he?
right now he's in hiding, and whoever found him is nursing him back to health.
Definitely.
And if he is alive, because the speculation, I think he is alive because people talk about it so much, and I think eventually we'll see him. I think Samuel L. Jackson wants to come back as Mace Windu. That's he said it already, so he wants to come back. And you know, some people were like, already nobody dies in Star Wars, but Qui-Gon did.
I know. Like, I really wanted Qui-Gon alive.
You know, he did, but Reva still said she got stabbed in the stomach twice and she lived twice.
I know the Grand Inquisitor died too, came back alive.
Yeah. So, but I think what I'm really, really, really waiting for is the Acolyte.
The Acolyte's gonna be good.
It's going to be better than people expected. It's going to be one of those things where it's going to be like a, oh my God, wow experience. Because it's going to be something totally different that you've never seen before.
No.
So, but that's the shows. But in the long run, when it comes to Bad Batch, there's a lot of story to tell. Me personally, I think 3 to 4 seasons.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to go anything more than that because they're going to always have a new animation. There's like so much stuff they can do with animation. Yep. You know, easier to do animation than live action.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one thing. But at the end, I think 3 to 4 seasons, you know, you could tell good stories. And like each season, you could have friggin' skipped some years. And then eventually come out with books, come out with friggin' comic books to fill in the gaps of what they were doing back then and all this stuff like that. But we'll see. But moving forward in the season, like I said, I think we're going to have a major death. You know, I think one of the Bad Batch will pass away. You know, I'm second thinking about the Sid, that she might meet her demise too at the hands of what's Wanda Sykes' character again? What's her name?
I think her name is Fee.
Fee?
I think it's at Phee. I think it's that.
Fee. You know, I want to see what her deal is.
I want Hondo. Next is Hondo.
I want him to show up. Yeah, you know, have him show up. You know, I would love Boba Fett to show up, but if we get Django in a flashback, I'll take that.
Yeah, there has been. Wait, do you know what this show? Like, not to cut you off, though, but you know what this show is missing right now? Flashbacks. Like this little, not a lot, but like flashbacks. Like Omega.
We might get that with the cloning.
Yeah,
I think we might get that. I think they're gonna wind up meeting up with somebody that knows about the cloning process and is going to take them on a journey of like up to the point now where they are with cloning, you know, and he's going to find out, or they're going to go into a database and see the cloning. I think maybe Jango Fett's name might be mentioned.
I think so. That has to be.
That is a more definite thing than maybe showing him.
Yeah.
With naming name drop. Like Grand Admiral Thrawn and friggin' Mando when Ahsoka's turned around and said, "Where's Grand Admiral Thrawn?"
Thrawn, I really want to see Chilla too. Thrawn's homeworld, not to throw that, just throw that out there.
Well, look, of what I read, the possibility is that he might be, you know, he's gonna be the big baddie for the next 20 years.
Yeah, he's my baddie, you know. Yeah. Love Thrawn. Love that blue F.
We'll see. We'll see what happens, you know. Where it brings, where his character comes, what he does, and you know, hopefully they do a story like Herald to the Empire, in a different way, you know. So, but we'll see.
Now, Tom, one more question before we leave. Your predictions for next week's episode.
Yeah,
I do not know the episode name though. I have the episode name, but I would have to look on my phone.
I know. So do I. I actually think next week's episode is going to show Crosshair with
Cody.
Commander Cody. I think we'll see that next week.
Now, another question: do you think Cody will betray the Empire?
That's a good question. I actually think
because we know.
See.
So we
I actually think you'll see the Empire start fighting the Empire in the inside.
Okay.
I think they'll start trying to kill off the clones.
Like they did already.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen. I think you're going to see that. I think Rampart is going to start a clone, disintegrate the clones, get rid of them. And
I really want Cody to meet Rex again.
Yeah, you know what? We'll see what happens. You know, what's funny? You could get Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Bail Organa. We're gonna get Bail.
Yes.
Because Bail is in it, and you're gonna get Mob Mothra.
Yes.
That's what I heard. So you're gonna get that, but I also heard you're gonna get Mob Mothra in freaking season 3 of Mando. I think.
That's what I'm hearing also.
Yeah.
But she would look older though, Mon Mothma.
Well, she's gonna be she's gonna be older in Mando because it takes place right 5 years after Return of the Jedi, maybe 6 years now.
Yeah.
So she's still alive, and she's gonna be older. They'll probably age her up a little bit. You know, no makeup on, put her hair down, and she's like all gritty old.
I would love to see Coruscant again, and the Senate and the Jedi.
Well, apparently, rumor has it that Mando's going to Coruscant. So
I know, I've heard that.
You know, let's stop jumping the gun for other shows. We talk about these all the time. I think next week we'll see Crosshairs. I think Crosshairs, and if not Cody, Crosshairs before he meets up with Cody. I think Crosshairs will realize the Empire is trying to eliminate the clones,
and that's when shit will get real.
Yeah. So I think that it's simple. You know, could be totally wrong. It could be a total random episode, but I think we'll see Crosshairs.
We're not going to see the Jedi yet. No Gunji yet. No Wookiee episode.
I think that's more towards the later episodes.
Yeah, later.
Remember the 16 episodes? I think maybe in the maybe 9, 10-ish type of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
I think we'll see that.
But we'll see.
Don, before we leave.
Wait, before we leave, if you notice, they showed the helmets in Sid's office again.
I know, they had the Boba Fett prototype.
Yeah.
Oh, can Omega wear it? Oh.
Actually, want to hear something funny? Somebody online actually said that. They go, my prediction. This is somebody online said, my prediction. Omega wears the white prototype armor.
That would look fire. That would look. If you paint it pink or red.
No, the prototype armor is Boba Fett's. Now, let her get her own armor.
Hey, if my daughter gets it, Tom, she wants it. She can have it.
No, but it's kind of funny. Who knows? But there's Easter eggs there for a reason. They show things for a reason. Yeah, even though it's in the office, but the way they plant it out there, where it's right there in your face.
Even stuff like they're gonna definitely drop a lot of Easter eggs, quick Easter eggs.
I'll tell you what. You know what? Boba Fett's name might be dropped again. You know.
Yeah.
You know, Boba Fett he's missing in action right now. Remember, Tech. You know, said that he's MIA. They don't know where he is.
I know.
So he's somewhere in the galaxy.
Far away.
And that's why. That's why Din Djarin doesn't know where he is, who he is. Remember, Din Djarin's the age of Boba Fett.
Yeah. Right.
Meanwhile, Tamira Morrison is 61, 62. Should have been 42 with the actual age of Daniel Logan, 41.
Yeah. You're right.
So.
But, Dom, before we leave, where can everybody find you on the social medias?
All right. You can find me on Instagram at domtober Old Man Fett. You can find me on Sunday nights, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time, the Dark Side Crew on Renovision.
I need to be on that show, Dom. You got to get me on.
You know, I'm sorry, but eventually I will. You know, I'm sorry. Just everything's very slow. But also on Friday nights, Mail Called Madness with me and Jedi Johnson 22. Open up packages and have a good old time with talking about toys and stuff like that. And so catch me on those things right now. So, but if you really want to see my stuff, Boba Fett stuff, Old Man Fett, Domtober.
Definitely. He sends me them. Even if I liked it, he sends me them.
He keeps sending. I tag you no matter what.
Until
you tell me stop tagging you, I won't tag you anymore. When you tell me, Dom, don't tag me anymore. Oh my God.
Never. I would never say that. But you guys can follow me on the social medias. I'll put those in the links in the bios. New stuff coming out this year, guys, so stay tuned. I have a lot of my own merch coming out, pins, what ifs. It's a full force this year for me. I'm just putting everything out there. But make sure you guys subscribe down below to the YouTube channel, The Scavolitano Show, for more fun awesomeness. You know, a lot of new changes coming very soon. New name change, maybe. We don't know. Just dropping the hint. But be kind to one another, guys, and may the force be with you, my friends.
Always.
Bye!
In my life, when you find people who need your help, you help them, no matter what.